Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Stephanie and I'm a physical therapist, and today we're going to go through a 10-minute shoulder workout. So this is a great workout to build stronger shoulders, to prevent pain and injury, and even if you're having a little bit of pain or tenderness in your shoulder, this is a great workout for you to do too. So all you need is a band. So I'm going to use this red band here, but use whatever band is good for you. You know, they come in different resistances. So if you're a beginner, definitely start with a lighter band and work your way up. If the light band feels easy, then you can definitely go to a harder band. This is kind of a low to medium resistance. So we're going to use this, and we're going to use a set of light weights. I have a set of 3-pound weights, but if you are a total beginner, I would actually do the exercises with no weight to begin with, and then gradually work your way up, starting with 1 pound and then go to 2 and 3. These exercises target kind of the smaller muscles in the shoulders, the rotator cuff, so you don't really need big weights to do some of these exercises. Okay, so we're going to start out, you're going to use this band, hold it straight out in front of you, and you're just going to pull across as far as you can and back together. Just pull across, and we're going to do 3 sets of 10. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then rest a little bit in between each set. And if you find that you did that first 10 and the band you're using is way too hard, you're really struggling at the end, definitely go down in resistance. And you want to make sure as you're doing it, okay, well, let's go to this next set. As you're doing it, go nice and slow out and nice and slow together. So you don't want to let it just pull your hands together. You want to slow and controlled. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, little rest. And I like to rest between 10 and 30 seconds, just depending on how you're feeling. And we'll go one more set of that. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, that was the last one of that. And so we're going to do one more band exercise, and then we'll move on to the weights. So this one we're going to do is you're going to hold your band like this, palms up towards the ceiling, elbows by your side, and you're going to do a bilateral external rotation. So you're just going to rotate out to the side, kind of push your thumbs out to the side here. So let's go 10, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And as an extra, when you pull out to the side, you can kind of squeeze those shoulder blades together. This is building those shoulder muscles, but it's also helping with your posture, helping you kind of pull those shoulders back. Okay, let's go set number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, a little bit of a rest, and we'll do our last set with the band. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so we can put the band down and grab our weights. So again, these are 3-pound weights, but if you're a total beginner, start these exercises with no weight or start them with 1 pound or 2 pounds and gradually work your way up. And you probably will never get super high in the weights just because these exercises use those small muscles. So if you're using too heavy of a weight, you kind of compensate and use the bigger muscle groups instead of the smaller muscles that we're trying to hit. Okay, so first one we're going to do bend over just slightly, keep your back straight, and keep your head in line with your body. I'm kind of looking at the camera, but keep your head in line, and we're going to do a scaption. So it's kind of going to be in a Y direction. So you're not going straight forward, you're not going straight out to the side, you're kind of going at a 45-degree angle. So I call this scaption. You can also call this Y. Let's call that 4. We'll do 10 of these. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And if you get to the end of that 10 and you feel like there's no way you could do any more, your weights may be a little heavy. You want it to be challenging though. So you don't want to get to the end and be like, oh yeah, I could do 30 more. But you don't want it to be so heavy that you're having a hard time lifting. Okay, let me show you the next set from the side. So bend over slightly, keep your back as straight as you can, head in line with your body, and just come up in that Y motion. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, we got one more set. Your shoulders should be burning by now. If they're not, maybe you need to use a little more resistance, a little more weight, kind of play around with it and see how it feels. Okay, we got one more set of those. We got 1, 2, and nice and slow on these. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, little break. And then the next one we're going to do is called a cross row. And this one actually you can use a little bit heavier weights. I'm going to stick with my 3-pound just so I don't have to switch. But this exercise is a little bit easier than the other ones if you use the light weight. So you may have to go up in weight. Okay, so for the cross row, you're going to bend over slightly again, keep your back straight, head in line with your body. You're going to start with your hands and wrists crossed here, and you're going to come up in a row and back down and cross. So we'll do 3 sets of 10 of this too. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, I'll show you from the front the next time. Just kind of rest a little bit. And then again, I'm going to bend down slightly, back and head in line. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, I've got one more set of those, and these weights do feel a little bit easy for me. So if you were doing 3s on the other exercise we just did, the Y exercise, you probably will need to go up for these cross rows. Okay, we'll do our last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, now what we're going to do is a little external rotation. And so you may, this is a little harder, so you may have to go down in weight. Just see how you feel. So you're going to start with your arms up here, and you're just going to rotate up. And you want to keep your arms kind of parallel to the floor, elbows bent at 90 degrees, and just rotate up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So if you find that you're not able to keep your arms up, like your elbows are dropping, or you're kind of using your wrists more, you probably should go down in weight. And if it's even without weight, if it's really hard to kind of do that, you may need to start just kind of do one arm, either do one arm at a time or prop your elbow up on a table or something and rotate like that first and gradually work your way up to this. Okay, we're gonna do 2 more sets of that. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, now your shoulders should really be burning, but that's a great one for shoulder strength, for rotator cuff strength. So it's definitely a hard exercise, but it works those muscles well and builds that shoulder strength. Okay, so let's do one more set. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so now your shoulders should really be burning, and that's a great workout you can do several times a week. I would probably give yourself a break in between days, so do it every other day. It doesn't take long. It's easy to fit into your schedule. It's easy to fit into another workout, but just work on that to build those shoulders up strong and help prevent pain and injury, and even help kind of rehab from some shoulder injuries.